April 2026. The day when 4 astronauts sets journey far away from Earth, and one of them was carrying a Bible. That person was Victor Glover, the pilot of the mission Artemis II, a man of science, but also a man of faith. Glover is a Christian, and just days before launch, at a press conference in front of the entire world, he did something few expected. He didn't speak of glory or conquest. He asked for prayer. He said, "I pray that God will bless this mission." And then he added, that it may become a source of inspiration for cooperation and for peace. Think about that. A man about to orbit the moon, one of the most advanced missions in human history, and yet his heart was not focused on achievement, but on God, unity, and peace. Because when you leave Earth, when you see the world from above, borders disappear, differences fade, and suddenly, you realize something powerful. We are all one. Victor Glover understood this, that space exploration is not just about reaching the moon, it's about returning with a deeper understanding of humanity. Glover himself has spoken in deeply personal terms about this, saying simply, "We need Jesus, whether here on Earth or orbiting the moon." Actually, we have seen this connection before. Back in 1969, Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon during Apollo 11. But before taking his first step onto the lunar surface, before the cameras recorded history, he quietly did something deeply personal. He took bread and wine and received communion alone in silence. Then he read the words of Jesus Christ from the Gospel of John. "I am the vine, you are the branches." NASA had asked him not to read Bible verses publicly, but they could not stop what was happening inside his heart. The first food and drink consumed on the moon became a quiet act of faith. 2 years later, during Apollo 14, hundreds of tiny Bibles on microfilm traveled to the moon, and many of them even reached the lunar surface. Those Bibles were prepared by believers inspired by the words of Jesus. "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature." Then came Apollo 15. Astronaut James Irwin walked across the lunar mountains and experienced something that completely changed his life. Later, he said, "God is alive, not only on Earth, but on the moon as well." After returning home, he left NASA and spent the rest of his life sharing his faith. But what happened during Artemis II mission felt even more personal. This time, the words did not come from a script. They came straight from the heart. During the mission, the crew captured unforgettable images, Earth rising slowly above the moon like a glowing blue light in endless darkness. A solar eclipse seen from a view only a few humans have ever witnessed. The moon's far side revealing massive craters and landscapes unlike anything seen before. Those images reminded humanity how beautiful, mysterious, and vast the universe truly is. But the most important part was not what the astronauts saw. It was what the experience awakened inside them. Maybe that is what makes this mission different. Not the rockets, not the technology, but the faith quietly carried inside one man's heart. Because sometimes, the greatest journeys are not measured in distance, but in meaning. If you believe faith still matters, even in humanity's greatest scientific achievements, comment below, "Faith above all." And don't forget to subscribe for more stories.